For students looking to immerse themselves in practical applications of their field of study or to explore potential careers, internships are an invaluable opportunity. But it's not easy for college students to work for no pay, and sometimes even the best internships do not come with a stipend. Bowdoin's funded internship programs award grants so that students can pursue internship experiences that would otherwise not be paid. Students get the great opportunities without having to worry about money for living expenses. Sophomore Finn Woodruff and Mina Nguyen, a junior, sat down to talk about their experiences. Mina, you spent time this summer on a research project really examining how preschoolers play. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I had the chance to work with Allison Miller, who's a professor in the education department. She's been working on this big project looking at how preschoolers engage in science and engineering through play. So I got to join on that project. We went to 4 different preschools in Maine, recorded video data that I then coded to identify different STEM practices.
And what did you learn from that experience?
I learned mostly that kids really love being outdoors. It's where they learn best. They're just so naturally curious about the world that you really don't need to provide much for them to really engage with science. And that a lot of times toys that we think are good, like toy trucks or things like that, tend to orient kids to think about the one purpose that the object does, rather than if you gave a kid a block, then they have more opportunities to sort of do what they want with it. They could imagine it as a truck or a plane, or they can stack it up and make a house or do whatever they want.
You're a psychology major and an education minor.
Yes.
So this project seems like a perfect fit. Did it help confirm that you're on the right path and that this is the type of work you'd like to do?
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty certain beforehand that I wanted to go into early education, but this was my first experience really doing research, and afterwards I would really like to continue.
Finn, you had an entrepreneurial internship following a pretty terrible experience, right?
The fall of my freshman year, I got a pretty bad head injury while I was whitewater kayaking, and I was out of school for, I guess, 2 full semesters. While I was on medical leave, for much of it, I was just kind of doing a whole lot of nothing. But I found a sewing machine in our basement and started kind of experimenting. I just started making stuff, so I cut stuff up, and it became kind of an outlet since I couldn't do a lot of physical things.
How did that turn into an internship?
Yeah, so it wasn't exactly your classic internship. In a lot of ways, I kind of designed the concept myself. I started out making pants. I was on this journey to make like the perfect pair of pants. Then from there, I started sewing dresses out of towels to wear after you go like swimming or surfing. And for me, it was really just an outlet. Like I have all these ideas, and to be able to create them, I found kind of fun.
You're a sophomore now.
I am,
and
yeah.
No declared major yet, right?
I haven't declared. I think I'm going to be environmental studies and music coordinate major.
Okay. Did this internship experience provide any insight as to what you might like to do?
I've always loved the thought of working for myself. I have a lot of ideas about what I could do, and I think recently I've realized that I just like making things. So whether that's art or music or building things, that's kind of where my passion lays. So I think this really did kind of open my eyes to that.
Oh, good. Well, to you both, as we said in the intro, sometimes having a funded internship can make all the difference. Mina, you had a fellowship through the Gibbon Summer Research Program. How important was it for you to have that support?
Being an international student, it's a lot harder to find opportunities to stay in Brunswick over the summer since I can't work off campus. And especially with limited funding on my professor's project side, the Gibbons really helped connect us and allow that collaboration to happen.
And Finn, yours was a Scott and Ann Perper internship, yes?
Yes.
Was that also important for you?
That was incredibly important for me, yeah. The summer is a big time I'm paying for my own college, so I usually do what I have to do in the summer, and often I have thoughts of what it would be really cool to do, and that doesn't necessarily line up with what I need to do. And so this was kind of an incredible opportunity for those two to become the same thing.
Mina Nguyen, Finn Woodruff, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thanks.